signs pinned in the comments, okay? So go ahead and skip forward if you want. We're going to do a general before those as well, so if you want to check that out. Okay, so I am live. I'm just waiting for those who want to come on and chat or shoot the breeze, whatever you want to do. I'm sure I'll get a couple of people on soon. I'm talking to nobody, so okay, we're just going to wait for a few more to jump on. Hi. Okay. Hi, Critica. We are doing a live, obviously. Waiting for a few more people to jump on. We're going to be talking about Mercury entering Pisces. On the 6th, which is tomorrow for me and a couple of days if you're watching from the US. I am in Bali in Indonesia, so I am 12 hours ahead of you. Hi Martin, Barbara, how are you? We're going to be talking about astrology for the rest of February in our generals. I'm not doing a live Q&A today, although I will be doing it tomorrow. Okay, so we will be doing lives this week as in questions, but I'm going to be focusing a lot on the astrology for the month upcoming. So we're just going to wait for a few more people to jump on. We're going to go into an overview of February. It's a very exciting month. Let's have a look what time it is. We'll start the video at 3 minutes. So please hang around. These messages are super important. We will be doing cards for each sign as well, like pulling an oracle and a tarot for each sign. So you're going to get something out of it, as well as obviously understanding what's going on with astrology for this month. Okay, so while we're waiting for more people to jump on, I'm going to use the I always forget the name of this deck. I love this deck. It is the Morgan Greer Tarot, that's correct. And my daughter bought me this deck, so it's very, very special to me. Okay, have a look and see what's here. We're going to give the cards a shuffle. And as I'm talking about how Mercury is going into Pisces, as whatever cards come out, that will be the start, like the general. Okay, so we're going to talk about astrology first. And I'm going to give the cards a bit of a shuffle. I am still learning, researching astrology. You have to start somewhere, I guess. It's a passion of mine. Yeah, moving forward, I'm going to be this year doing a lot more astrology, incorporating it into the videos and the lives. And we're going to keep shuffling. We've got 21 people online, so we can start now. February is an insane month, okay, absolutely crazy in regards to astrological events and transits and full moons and new moons and Mercury retrogrades and things like that. Okay, so we're going to start the video at 4 minutes. Welcome if you are watching this after the live or if you are live right now. So February is full of very, very important transits. It's probably one of the most important months of the year. And it, you know, we just had Uranus stations direct in Taurus at 27 degrees. We had Mercury going into Aquarius. That's on the 5th. So if you're watching this, that will be tomorrow for some people. In Uranus in Taurus. And then we're going to be talking today about Mercury entering Pisces, okay? All through the month is absolutely insane, especially on the 20th where Saturn conjuncts with Neptune at 0 degrees. We have Mercury going direct. I'm pretty sure that is retrograde, sorry, Mercury going retrograde on the 26th of February. We have lots and lots of things going on we've got the first solar eclipse of the year in Aquarius at 28 degrees, okay? So today we're going to be talking about Mercury and entering Pisces and what it means for each one of you, whether you're a sun or rising, but you know, look at your rising sign is more important. Okay, so as I'm talking now, just general and an overview of Mercury going into Pisces on the 6th of February. I will shuffle the cards, and that will be like a general, the first tarot reading, and then we'll go into all the signs. Okay. So Mercury leaves Aquarius and it enters Pisces. So it's going to spend more time than usual in the sign of Pisces due to the upcoming retrograde happening from the 26th of February. Okay, so Mercury in Pisces, what does that mean? So it invites us to speak the language of our soul. Okay, to listen more carefully to our inner guidance and discover what happens when we allow our intuition to be more present in our daily decision making. Okay, you'll feel heightened sensitivity to your environment. You'll have access to a stronger awareness of energetic and emotional undercurrents that you don't normally notice. So the first card we have is the Queen of Wands. So this is you know, we always call her the most spiritual card in the deck. We have that upcoming conjunction in Aries at 0 degrees on the 20th. That's going to be a huge push forward. But with Mercury going into Pisces, this is like Pisces is a water energy. It's being very, you know, open, super sensitive to what's going on around you. And this transit gives information about how we can collectively feel drawn to learn and solve problems, organize our routines, how we speak, how we think, and how we perceive reality. Okay, so it's come from Aquarius, it's going into Pisces. It's going to bring more magic to our days. There's the moon energy. Okay, some of you could have been feeling this energy really strongly around this full moon in Leo that we just had. So during its, you know, recent activity, Mercury through Aquarius, it's invited us to open our minds to new perspectives, right? New ways of seeing life. This transit asked us to develop more objectivity, challenge us to look at any issues we may be dealing with from a radical new perspective. And it asks us to really think about how we process information in our mind, right? That was Aquarius. Now we've moved into Pisces, moving into Pisces. That is the card of Pisces, the moon energy, okay? So, you know, there's going to be more magic, there's going to be more sensitivity. Pisces is the language of the soul. So the mutable water sign Pisces, all about, you know, boundaries are erased here, linear time doesn't exist, and logical rules do not apply. So any planet that travels through Pisces, you're invited to surrender any habitual modes of operation, right? The way you conduct your day to day, and adapt to a realm governed by your intuition, governed by, you know, symbolism, feeling, where logic is basically absent. So we're getting into a very spiritual time, and that's why it's super important. You know, everyone on this channel right now, everybody that's watching this video, and anyone that understands and watches astrology, understands like astrology is my religion. Okay. Pisces is inviting us to dream big, to let your imagination soar, okay, about anything that you're passionate about. Like, this is a dreamer energy. Pisces is dreaming, right? So while Mercury is in retrograde, it can be difficult. It can be difficult to feel comfortable, okay, with the need to stick to strict plans. So if you're like an earth sign, or even air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, it's going to be very, very hard, right, to commit yourself to just like dreaming about what could be. It's very strong manifestation energy, okay? So it is an invitation to discover what happens when we allow the radical thinking mind to be in the background. And there's an opportunity with that, okay? So Spirit's giving us this opportunity to imagine, right? Very full energy, very magician energy, where we can imagine like what we would like to use our intuition, okay? So during this time, communication and language can feel more poetic than usual. It can be more than precise, okay? It can be very dreamy. We just need to be careful of any illusions, okay? Speaking from the heart and soul rather from the intellect. So there's this beautiful flow of emotional energy coming through, and you know, it's very important though that we keep grounded as well, and we're very, very aware of this transit so that we're not going into this illusion state that Pisces can sometimes go into. Okay, so it's about also releasing attachment to our plans. We need to loosen our grip on certainty, right? Release our attachment to our plans right now, and allow like just the unfolding of divine timing, which is all about the temperance energy. Okay, and practical, you know, things will require attention, especially when Mercury is in retrograde, right? And that's at the end of the month. But this transit enhances our capacity for empathy, creativity. It could be very successful here, okay, in regards to creativity, and also spiritual understanding, which we have that Queen of Wands there. Not everything needs to be explained as well or rationally understood with this transit. So some truths may be felt, right, but they don't need to be articulated. So there's a very pensive underlying tone of you know, secretiveness or illusion, but not illusion in a bad way. This is very spiritual, okay? So don't overthink this transit. This is just about being in that dreamy Pisces energy where you're able to, and it can be quite a spiritual time as well, where there could be like super esoteric things happen. Embrace it. We've got the Ace of Cups. We've got a couple of Pisces energy, 2 aces. I mean, with the embracing of this Pisces, where Mercury goes into Pisces, it is definitely a balance between practical and, you know, we can't completely lose our practicality. We have to sort of like, you know, live day to day, pay our bills, go to work, etc. We can't just set our alarm and wake up in the morning. We're supposed to be going to work and we're lying there dreaming. Obviously, this, you know, we have to have some sort of balance here, and that's also temperance energy. But the Ace of Cups allows us, like, this is spirit giving us like an Audi to saying you can have this time to dream. Because when, you know, when we hit this 17th of February, actually the 17th of February is the eclipse, right? So then we're asked to sort of release things. So we can dream now, and then at the 17th of February, we can just go, okay, that's enough dreaming. I'm going to release some things now, okay? So then we have, we have the start of the Chinese New Year on the 17th of February. Actually, that day has 3 transits going on. Obviously, we're going to talk a lot more about that in the future. So let's have a look at each sign. We're going to have a look at the earth signs first. We're going to pull a tarot and we're going to pull an oracle card. So let's have a look and see what's here for our lovely Virgos first of all, okay? Virgo, Sun and Rising. What does this Pisces transit mean to you? What does this Mercury going direct in Pisces mean? Okay, let's have a look and see what's here for our lovely Virgos. So we have the 6 of Cups, yeah. Be careful of illusions, Virgo. You know, obviously it's there for a reason. When this transit, every transit's there for a reason. Just be careful that you're not seeing things that are not real, that you're not making too much of things that happen and reading into things too much, especially on an emotional level. But Virgo, now is this card just fell out, the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time for you, Virgo, okay? So, you know, the 7 of Cups allows us to have options. It allows us to dream as well. But just, Virgo, be careful of those illusions, okay, that could also show themselves at this time. Let's have a look at the next sign. Taurus, let's have a look at Taurus. Taurus, let's see what this transit means for you with Mercury going into Pisces, okay? Mercury going into Pisces for Taurus. Let's have a look and see. And there's a lot going on in your sign in February. I don't want to touch too much on it now, but there's a lot going on. If you look at the post section of my channel, there is all the transits for February. Your name, Taurus, comes up quite a lot. It has just started raining outside for you, Taurus. Okay, could be quite an emotional time. We have the strength energy. This is really lovely. This also alludes to the Leo full moon that we just had. I'm also hearing strength in numbers for you. You know, Taurus isn't the type of sign that wants support. They like to do things on their own, but Spirit's saying, you know, I feel that you could use some support, maybe talk about something or need to discuss something with someone you can trust here. With Mercury going into Pisces, what does Taurus need to know? So it's a very strong time for you to dream big. You know, the strength card in the traditional tarot has the, I'm thinking in Indonesian, has the infinity symbol on the top of her head, which means like whatever you can dream into being, a big month, a big time for you to dream into being what you want to bring to existence, basically. Let's have a look and see what oracle card, Taurus, you have. You have 2, act as if, yeah, if you're not feeling strong with the changes that's going on for you moving forward, there's something like act as if you've got it all together here, Taurus, okay? And let Spirit be your guide as well. That's an extra card. That's just to say, and that's 5-5, so you could be seeing 5-5, Taurus. But this is basically saying, you know, even though you don't feel strong, Taurus, at this time, just act as if everything's okay. Dream big. You've got the strength card with that as above, so below energy. Whatever you dream in, you know, can come into being. So be careful of your thoughts, okay? And just a team of ancestors and spirit guides supporting you. The bottom of the deck, we have 5. So 5-5-5 here, and that's about a rebirth assured. And that is a Piscean energy, okay? The next sign is Capricorn, Capricorn Sun and Rising. Let's have a look and see what's here for you. What does Mercury going into Pisces mean for Capricorn? Yes, it is raining. I love the sound of rain. It can get quite heavy here though, so it can be quite noisy, but let's have a look and see what comes out for you, Capricorn. Capricorn, transit. Mercury entering Pisces, what's here for Capricorn? Go have a look at the general at the beginning of the reading from 4 minutes, okay? For about, that was about a 9-minute reading at the beginning, okay? Yeah, I mean, you're going through a huge transformation. We've got Scorpio energy. This is the number 13. Whatever transit, like whatever changes you're going through, whatever transformation you're going through around this time, this is a water energy of Scorpio, but it's also the number 4, okay? Death and rebirth. Your sister sign, Taurus, just got the death and rebirth card in an oracle card. This is being pure of heart and truthful with your transition, with your transformation that's going on right now. It can be an emotional time for you, Capricorn. You are elevating though, you are leveling up, and because it's the number 4, you're leveling up to something that's more safe, secure and stable here, so it's really good. And just be gentle and kind to yourself at this time, I'm going to say, Capricorn. And if like you can't see everything right now, that illusion type of energy with Pisces, Spirit's asking you to balance that out, see the bigger picture of some sort of situations. And you know, if you've got lots of ideas as well, because I'm getting a lot of air energy with you, Capricorn, bring your ideas to life, okay? And just know as well that the abundant universe will provide for you if you're feeling like it's a difficult time right now, Capricorn, all right? So we have life is a mystery. Yeah, trust in the great mystery here. The Bobcat Spirit, the number 8, it's strength. It's also Leo energy from that full moon in Leo. Things could be changing for you. Health could be a very significant challenge or focus, okay, in and around this time as well, okay. We're going to have a look at Scorpio next. Scorpio. So what will Scorpio have to, what challenges, what focus, what advice and spirit for this Mercury entering Pisces Let's have a look for you, Scorpio. What's here? Oh, we have the Six of Wands, so a very successful time. This is Cancerian energy. It's also fire energy. You may be feeling like this is quite a smooth transit for you. You're rising above any illusions, I feel, that may be coming your way. You're stepping outside your comfort zone. So this is about having a lot of faith and trust, okay? If there's something that you want to say at this time, Scorpio, I feel that you might be saying it. Just be careful with those words, Scorpio. But the using your voice, right, at this time. There's also something here about trusting in how things are unfolding in your life. I just split the deck and it says, watch your words. Yeah, so Scorpio, you may be feeling like very elevated, in a good position, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, but just be careful what you're saying around other people, Scorpio. Let's pull an oracle card out for you. Scorpio, what Scorpio need to know with Mercury entering Pisces? You've also got the Bobcat Spirit. Capricorn had this card. So this is about life is a mystery. Okay, I think you're just like really leading on blind faith here. Okay, Scorpio, you're going, okay, it's almost like the act as if energy. You're surrendering to just whatever is coming your way. You're just going to let it happen and see what happens, sort of thing, even though there may be fear attached to that. Okay. So do trust, Scorpio, that life is a mystery and things will come about for you that are meant to come about in the right time at this time. Just keep, this is really good energy for you, Scorpio, because even though you may not feel empowered or confident, you're sort of acting out here, like acting as if everything's okay, which it is, Scorpio. Okay, let's have a look at Cancer. Cancer, let's have a look at what this Mercury moving Cancer. Yep. Mercury going direct, moving into Pisces. Let's have a look and see what's here for you, Cancer. What do you need to look out for? What do you need to be aware of? What do you need to focus on? What maybe you be going through, Cancer, around this time with Mercury going direct into Pisces? It's come from Aquarius. I just want to say that, okay? So Cancer, that you are a water sign, just like Scorpio, Pisces, your sister signs. You are a water sign. You can feel comfortable. I think Scorpio is comfortable in this energy. I think that you're going to be comfortable in this energy too. I think it's, you're used to this watery energy, okay? You have the Star. Yeah, I was seeing air for you before, air energy. You're very, very positive right now. This is really nice. I think this is a nice transit for all the water signs. You're possibly like really planning as well what you sort of want to bring in. You may feel alone as well, Cancer, at this time, but you have a lot of trust. I mean, the Star, just like the cards for Scorpio, you're having a lot of trust. You have a lot of faith. You're just pushing forward. You're keeping working hard at this time. You're not really up in the emotional side of this Piscean transit. Because you're so used to the energy of water energy, okay? So it's, balancing practicality. There could be something going on in your life as well that is a difficult time for you or somebody else, but you're sort of like, okay, well, I think you're used to that, Cancer. The past few years haven't been the easiest. And there's something here about like working with others as well, knowing your worth as well. Okay, knowing, you have a lot to bring to the table, Cancer. I think that a lot of the time you downplay that about yourself. Okay, let's see what's here for Cancer, Sun and Risings. Okay. It would be good for you to find your birth chart, Cancer. If you're watching as a Cancer Sun, go find your rising and go check that timestamp out, okay? It's a time to possibly tend to the small things. He's on a little magic carpet. I love this, like on a magic carpet, a whole new world is like a magic carpet, right? Aladdin, that song, right? So as difficult as things may have been, as much as life may have, have stung in the, recent months or years, you're keeping your faith here. You're keeping your faith. You're allowing yourself to dream big with this transit, so it's really, really good. Okay. Let's have a look at Pisces. Entering your sign. Mercury entering your sign of Pisces. How interesting. Okay, let's see what comes out for you. I think you're comfortable also with this energy, this water energy for you. I'm guided to pull an oracle card first, so let's see what comes out. I feel it's quite a lucky time for you, Pisces. There's something here about thinking big. I'm just heard think big or go home. You could be saying that to someone, or you could be like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it like properly. I'm going to do it from A to Z, from woe to go sort of energy. Okay. It's going to be very easy for you to enjoy this transit. You've got the be here now, sitting in the present moment, being your, you know, Pisces energy. Mercury is also asking you to manifest, right? It is the ruler of Gemini and Virgo, and it's also about creation, right? Mercury, the magician, depicts the Mercury energy. Okay, so something about being in the present moment here, Pisces. Really like manifesting, patience, there's planning here going on. Yeah, and it's time this happened for you. I think you've just been like flitting from thing to thing to thing. I think you're getting some serious about something here. And you know, if you're in a love relationship, I'm going to say you could be getting very, very serious about a relationship person. You could even be thinking about, you know, popping the question. You could even be thinking about, you know, creating a new soul contract with someone. Even if you've been with someone a long time, you could be thinking about going from one, you know, thing to the other, from going out, living together, getting married. Let's see what is here for you. I'm going to pull one more card for Pisces. It is a very lucky time for you. I think you like this energy. I think this is going to be like living in the present. It's going to be very good, but there's also a planning energy for you. You're starting to plan something serious in your life, okay? Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Yeah, it's time that you became, if you're not independent and you're, say, living at home or something, there's something here about like moving from being constricted to freedom and independence as you move through this transit. So that's really nice. And, you know, that is a Virgo energy, which is Mercury energy too. Let's have a look at, I think we'll do fire signs next. Sagittarius, I think we'll do Sagittarius now, and see what this transit shows for you, Sag. So Mercury going direct in Pisces. Go ahead and look at the general at 4 minutes at the beginning of this video. We'll explain a little bit more about this transit, and it's about releasing attachments to our plans. It's about dreaming big, Sagittarius. It's about being in that dreamy Piscean energy for a little while, okay? Remember, we have the eclipse on the 17th of February, so that is definitely going to be the start of the eclipse season where we're releasing things out of our life, and that's in Aquarius, which is all about like what's on our mind, what we're overthinking about, etc. And that will obviously, well, it will come up pretty soon because this month's going to go very fast, okay? There's something here, Sagittarius, if you think you can't do something, Spirit's saying to believe in yourself more. Okay, let's pull a card for you for this Mercury transit into Pisces. We have the Star. I can't remember, I think Scorpio got this card, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart. This is really nice. This is Aquarius energy. I think with the bottom of the deck, with the Eight of Pentacles, you're working very, very hard on achieving your dreams. We have the number 8, and this is also the number 8 if you break down the number 17 of the Star card. There's a beautiful flow here for you, Sag. The little bird on the top of the tree, you can also see it on the Fool card. This is about, you know, sorry, it's about the Fool card. It's about that dreaming energy and that sort of like, you know, the Fool isn't about taking a leap of faith. The Fool card isn't here, but I feel I want to bring it up and say to you that the Fool card isn't about taking a leap of faith and taking action, but just keep working towards your dreams. You will get there. The Magician is the creation, okay, bringing like what you're thinking about, what you're dreaming about, which is the next step into reality. Okay, just keep believing in yourself, Sag, that you can do this. A rebirth is assured. So there's some changes going on. This is the number 5. I'm pretty sure Virgo or Taurus, got this card. Just keep being loyal to who you love, what you love. Things may seem to be taking a little bit of time, okay? But like there's this feeling of needing to look at all the fine print, looking at the, you know, keep your Piscean dreamy energy and your fire energy in balance here, okay? Yes, be passionate about things. Dream this world into being. Dream what you want to bring in. A rebirth is assured. There's definitely changes coming in for you, Sag, okay? Let's have a look at Aries. Aries, you have that, I think it's the 20th. Yes, the 20th of February. You've got 0 degrees in your sign with that Saturn-Neptune conjunction. We'll be talking about that a lot closer to the time. Let's have a look at what Mercury going into Pisces means for you, Aries. Let's have a look and see. Oh, the devil energy. So, you know, we don't have the eclipse yet in Aquarius on the 17th. That is the first eclipse of the year. So you may be like, this spirit just said 2 parts. There's 2 parts to your reading here, Aries. There's this energy of release, but there's this energy of attachment as well. Release, attachment, battling between that. You could be like really, what's at the bottom of the deck? 3 of Swords in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Just be very careful that you're not overthinking things or letting things affect you on an emotional level. It is in Pisces, so it's that water emotional energy. You know, you may start thinking what you need to release, but you know, you don't have to do that. I would, like right now, I would wait until, because it can bring up illusions, like this Pisces transit. So just wait until, think on that more, Aries, until near the time of the eclipse. But you may be like dreaming about what you want to release or what you want to hang on to at this time, okay? There's something that may happen that you may have to think very quickly, okay? You may have to think very quickly about something. You may have to give someone an answer very quickly. Remember, Aries, you don't have to like give that answer because of the illusion energy. What they're saying or what you're thinking could also be an illusion about the decision of that matter. All right, so just be careful. Yeah, definitely an energy with you like Sagittarius of like tending to the small things, getting things tidied up. I'm getting like energy around your home. I think you will like spend a lot more time in your home. There's something about your intuition as well, because you know Pisces is that watery emotional, but it's also, you know, super intuitive. It is depicted in the High Priestess energy, okay? There's something about being kind and gentle to yourself. You may want to think about even spending some time in hermit mode. That's probably why I got the home energy. Doing something nice for yourself, okay? So we have the open, we have a few cards there, but I'm just going to pull the one that came out closest, the number 14, which again is the number 5. Everyone's getting a lot of 5s today. Yeah, there's big changes after I feel this Mercury going direct in Pisces. You know, Aries, there's a lot of possibilities out there for changes and what you want to change in your life. So don't make any major decisions. You may feel called to or the real need to change something in your life, but Spirit's saying not right now, okay? There's going to be time for that, and it's going to be more likely around the eclipse on the 17th of February for you. And then, of course, Saturn, you've got that Saturn-Uranus conjunction. Saturn, yeah, 0 degrees in Aries. I'm going to look at that, like more into that, like nearer the time, obviously. Okay, 34 minutes. We have Leo. Let's have a look, and then the last signs are going to be the air signs. I feel it's bad for Pisces. Pisces are always the last sign, so I thought I'd slip them in there in the middle. Spirit's asking me to use the Rider-Waite. Okay, maybe for the last 4 readings. Okay, let's have a look at Leo energy at 34 minutes. What is Mercury going direct, moving into Pisces mean for you? I think it's time that you had this energy or this space for dreaming big. Okay, Leo, for getting serious as well. Maybe the past few months you've been feeling like, yes, you've been living in the present moment, because I do feel that for you, Leo, but there's been nothing like concrete. It's going to be a really good time for you to sort of like dream your world into being, with Pisces being there. especially if you've got a decision to make. And I'm just going to say you don't have to make it right now, Leo. But I feel this is actually quite a really nice transit for you. I'd make the decisions between now and the eclipse. Let's have a look and see what's here for you, Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Yeah, the Magician. Wow. Yeah, create. This is about creation. This is about imagining on an emotional level. Be careful of those illusions, those Piscean illusions, though, what you want to bring in. This is Mercurian energy, okay? Mercury, this is the topic of this live today. So you've got this Mercurian energy. This is going to sit really well with you, Leo, really well. I think you already know what you want. Bottom of the deck, we have, wow, Page of Pentacles, and we have your card, one of your cards, the Strength energy. So you have both of the infinities. I think symbols, which is like, as you know, what you think about, you bring about, what you dream about, what you meditate on, what you might want to manifest is coming in. It can come in very, very quickly for you. You may be also wanting to learn something new at this time. I feel that, Leo, this transit for you is probably the best, okay? Be careful with illusions, though. You may be wanting to leave something, okay? You may wanting to be thinking about leaving a relationship, leaving a job. I wouldn't do it at this time. I would be very, very careful. Just, you know, you do have the manifestation energy and manifesting and dreaming big and, you know, having dreams. Just be careful with the illusions, though, okay? Make sure that what you're really wanting to bring in, Leo, is what you actually really want, okay? Let's pull an oracle card for you, Leo, and then we're going to go to the air signs last. Ooh, yeah, take your time, especially if you're learning something new. This is watery energy here. It's the number 8. You have 8 in your reading. I think that you're feeling this is a really good transit for you. Just be careful of those illusions. Make sure that, you know, learning always, like when Spirit brings the Page of Pentacles out, it's always like learn something new, learn something different, refocus your energy, your attention, especially if you feel the need to let go of a relationship or job. Don't make that decision. Definitely don't make that decision around this time, because it is like that illusion energy that Pisces could like bring up here. And Spirit always brings this card when they're like, just learn something, do something, okay? Read a book. Read a book, learn something. I'm learning astrology very quickly right now, okay, because I want to incorporate it a lot into my readings. There's something about your mind as well, stepping into the air energy, which is also, you know, part of Mercury, because Gemini also Mercury also rules Gemini. So take your time with decisions. Don't let emotional things, you know, sway you right now. Just be very careful to stay grounded. We have that Page of Pentacles, which is that grounded energy as well, that earth energy. Okay, 38 minutes and 15 seconds. We're going to go to Libra. Libra, let's have a look and see what this transit means for you, this Mercury going into Pisces. And if you know, if you're still watching the general at 4 minutes, go back to that and watch, and, you know, listen to about a little bit there about what Mercury in Pisces means. It is about releasing attachment to our plans and just like going, you know, if you've got something, Libra, and I know that you're very, oh, we've got the Pisces energy at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put that there. I think I needed to look at that then. So yeah, releasing attachment to our plans. I wouldn't like set anything in stone right now. I'd use this Mercurian energy and that Pisces water element to like dream. You could even be thinking about what you want to release. Wow, we have the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So 8 to the 9 of Cups, Libra, to like move towards your dreams. You know, use this beautiful energy. Very spiritual time for you. You know, you may be thinking about what's next in your life. What do you want to bring in 2026 to your life, Libra? And you're dreaming that. I wouldn't make any decisions. No one should be making decisions about releasing anything till at least the eclipse, okay? There is a lot of changes, Libra, going on, I feel, on an emotional level. All these cards are water energy, but I think it's actually really good. I think you're dreaming. You're asking Spirit as well. There's something here about asking Spirit, or prayer is powerful, asking your guides to guide you. Yeah, oh my God. I just, on the split, I just looked there, let spirit be your guide, this says. So if you could get into your meditation, your third eye, your crown chakra meditations, something about releasing the past as well and learning from the past here, Libra, okay? Something here about being very, very kind to yourself as well, right? Let's pull a card for you, Libra, an oracle, and then we're going to go to your sister sign. The next one, I think we're going to do Gemini. Be loyal to what or who, I want to add, you love here, Libra. Yeah, I think there's a lot of nostalgic energy. It's going to be time to take the lead soon, Libra, in your life in some sort of way. So use spirit to help you, okay? You know, sift past the illusions. I think you've gone past the illusion because 7 is before the 8, right? You may be thinking about leaving something to do something this year more for you. And, you know, we are in the year of 1. So this is a really nice transit for you as well, okay? Which is about self-empowerment, self-confidence, you know, putting yourself first. Let's have a look at, yeah, we'll do Gemini and Aquarius last. Sorry, Aquarians, if you're waiting, or if you're watching. Let's have a look and see at 41 minutes and 15 seconds for Gemini. Gemini. Let's have a look and see what's here for you. You have the Fool. This Fool card's showing up a lot. You know, Gemini, the Fool energy is, wow, we got the 7 of... Yeah, I mean, obviously this meant to come out like this, or I was meant to pull those cards. The Fool is not taking a leap of faith, as a lot of tarot readers say, and this is the first card in the major. It is about dreaming. It's about imagining what you could, you know, have. Just be careful of the illusions you're bringing into that imagination. It's not changing anything. It's not doing anything. It's a strong dreamer energy of what could happen or what could be done. All right, so just be very aware of that. You also have the World there. We're going to shuffle and pull a card for you, Gemini. And it's come out anyway. The World energy. Yeah, be careful with those illusions. You know, it's Pisces. It is a dreamer energy. This is a beautiful transit for you. You could be dreaming about all the new opportunities with the World energy that you have, right, coming your way. Co-create with spirit. So it could be a very spiritual time for you, okay? I'm going to say to you, Gemini, if you've got any clutter in and around your home. I used to know a Gemini. I'm not like judging here at anything like that, but look around you, okay? Look around your home, look around your office space, look around your bedroom. The state of mind is also always like, it can come up or be shown like in your environment. So Spirit's asking you to clear that out. If you've got any emotional clutter in your heart chakra meditation, would be very good for you. There's something here about using your analytical energy as well to bring any ideas you have to life. You may be dreaming about your ideas you want to sort of bring in as well. There's something about Spirit having a plan for you. I'm picking up here as well for you. Let's have a look and see what comes out. Time to heal. All right. It came out in the reverse, so perhaps this is not the time to heal. If there's something emotional going on, I'm going to pull another card for you, Gemini, because that's not for everyone. But there's somebody out there watching. It's very important that if you're doing any heart chakra healing right now, you're aware of the illusions, 7 of Cups. Something could be true or not, right, that you're feeling as Mercury is going, you know, direct into Pisces here. Because, you know, it's not a time for releasing. So I would be just really gentle on yourself right now. Imagine what you want to bring in. Imagine about all the new opportunities. Look for new opportunities. And, yeah, I mean, continue with your healing, but just be careful of those illusions that you're telling yourself, okay? You can overcome any obstacles. So someone's definitely watching that's going through something. We have the number 55, and we also have the number 50, which is also a 5. So you have 555. A lot of changes for you, Gemini, possibly in and around your environment. What's going on with your relationships is coming through. You won't believe what's at the bottom of the deck. We have that clear out the clutter. What I just talked about that, Gemini, okay? Yeah, I mean, maybe it is time to heal, but just be aware of your heart chakra. If you're going through something, you can overcome this. Spirit is there to help you. You know, clean up your environment. When we start moving the energy around, like literally, or changing furniture around in your space, to be very good around this time. For you, Gemini, let's do the last what's here. To be the live way. I love doing lives because I know I'm not talking to you guys, but the energy just comes through beautifully. Beautifully. Aquarius, you are the sign today. Sun or rising, this three in Pisces, moving into Pisces, is all about attachments to our plan, because it's a very energy, it's an illusion energy, okay? It invites us to loosen our grip on like certainty and plan, that earth energy, right? You know, just see what will sort of happen. And a lot of things unfold, actually see it record time, Spirit saying. Meditation would be good for you, your mind, various things. Always a lot on your Three of Swords in the reverse will come out for you. Just be careful your emotions are not affecting your headspace is affecting you. Play out for those illusions of that Pisces aspect of this. Because a lot of the you think about will never really true at all. Out in reverse, get out of your zone. You're doing any kind good for you, especially friends, groups in your community. We have of swords and the bottom of your reading, okay? Nostalgic. And the Six of Swords, yeah, moving away from period mental level. So you could still be processing some that illusion, you know, transit is not like a right. Just be aware of it. When it's sad, or you're missing someone, or someone's at a distance about the, you know, don't on that various. I like to get there's something, and we've had a lot of fire readings today. You've got that meaning something